Hello, 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 lovelies. Welcome to Cosmic Kiss. It's been a minute. Hope all is well. Hope this message finds you in a place of peace, a place of love, a place of acceptance. Um, I have a personal deck here, and the card that was on the bottom of the deck from me shuffling for myself yesterday was "Free Your Mind," and I want to go forth with there with some oracle messages. So much so, I even brought down my lovely Isis Oracle. Bum. Oops, bum. All right, so I even brought that down. So we're gonna start with the oracle message from Isis, and forgive me if me hit my microphone is a little too loud. But what message is in relation to clearing our mind do you have for us? May these messages come with clarity. May they come from a place of love, and may we receive them in a place of love and a place of acceptance. Excuse me. Um, for your mind, just like I've been saying before. For your mind, be formless, shapeless like water. I know, for me personally, um, I've been forced to, just go with the flow. Had some pre-recorded videos that I was trying to upload. Spirit was like, sit it down and listen to them for yourself. All right, so we've got the portal of light. All right, so the portal of light, she glides on wings through time and space. Okay, fun fact, last night I watched for the first time, since it just came out on Disney Plus, Dr. Strange in the Multiverse. And of course, he's talking about traveling through dimensions. But one of my downloads from a couple of months ago had everything to do with time and space, or space time, as they like to call it in the cosmic space. They call it space time, the actual fourth dimension. I feel like the message here is about freeing your mind. How we spoke earlier, or not earlier, about two videos ago, about freeing your mind from manifestation. Yes, we talked about overcoming obstacles or emotional blockages or traumatic blockages that cause, like just emotional trauma to just be locked up in our body, and specifically in our mind and subconscious, that has prevented us from possibly manifesting our just ultimate reality. But also, like I said, I feel like this is go with the flow, because sometimes, even though we manifest and we have a vision of what we want to see, and we kind of get caught up in the specifics on how it's to come. And this portal of light is almost like free your mind so that you can flow freely through this portal of light. First off, so you can see the portal of light, and then two, so that you can flow through it without the constraints of time and the constraints of place. I'm going to take a look in the book. In the book is reading rainbow. And I'm just going to read the quick excerpt from it, because this is speaking to time travel, or what we perceive to be time travel or dimension hopping. Because just like in Dr. Strange in the Multiverse, there are infinite possibilities of you doing things all over the place, everything, everywhere, all at once, like the movie. Okay, so with that said, it's almost like you have to free your mind to be able to tap into a you in another universe, or you in another dimension, that is operating in the space that you want to be operating in a way, or in essence, living a part of life that you would love to live or bask in. And it's almost like free your mind, tap into the you that's in dimension six, or excuse me, what was it? 838? 838, yeah, because 616 actually makes prison dimension. But that's another thing for another day. Okay, so the portal of light says that it's only this physical reality that is bound by time and space. You are a being of consciousness on levels beyond the physical world. You are guided to work with your healing powers beyond the confines of time and space to allow your sense of self to expand. It is safe for you to do this now. You will not become ungrounded through such spiritual growth. You are not leaving your earthly awareness, simply just adding to it. And I love that confirmation, because we're only in this fourth dimension. We're operating in a 3D plane in a 4D dimension, but the 4D is space, time, and time. And I also watched the movie Alice in Wonderland, but Alice Through the Looking Glass. I was compelled to watch both of those movies this week. And Alice Through the Looking Glass, both movies had the time. I got the download about time. Sometimes we look at time as a thief of joy. Sometimes we look at time as, oh, we only got this much, or we only have this much. But time is literally non-existent. It's not tangible. And if you don't have anything to measure it, it really does not exist. Or if you don't look to measure it, it does not exist. So free your mind for when your manifestation should come. Free your mind on how and when your manifestations will come, how long it should take. And I know this is me speaking to me, but I know that I'm speaking to me. I'm speaking to we. Free your mind so that you don't perceive time to be the thief of joy. And the bottom line that I got from both movies is to always stay present. You can wish you were you in another dimension. You could wish you had the life that you had from another dimension or another universe, or in your dream life or in your waking dreams. But honey, the life that we live is the one that we're living in now. So how do we make the most of it? Okay. So it's free to tap in, or it's not free. It's safe to tap in to your consciousness and access this Akashic data, because that's your data to tap into. It's free. You are free to do that. You are safe to do that, but don't get stuck over there wishing like the Scarlet Witch, and the Scarlet Witch got so fixated on having her children from a different time, so much so she was about to ruin all the multiverse between for her and her two little children. Woo, a mother's love. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle from my Adinkra Know Thyself pile to see what Spirit also has to add to this. So if there's anything else that we would like to add to this, by all means. And I thought it was so interesting because I was adamant about watching. It started with me watching Alice in Wonderland, and I was fixated on just watching the original cartoon. And then as soon as I was like, oh yeah, they did do more recent version with Johnny Depp. I'm gonna go ahead and I might look at those. And me being me, stubborn, not trying to listen to Spirit, I'm gonna watch the original, the first one. I'm gonna do it in order. And every time I looked over was at the Looking Glass. And if you are a diviner, which most of us are, if you could just feel energy and sense something before as it's happening, most of us are diviners. And I really don't need these cards because I get downloads like bananas. I have notepads with this information. However, the Looking Glass, which we know is a mirror, is also a portal. Okay, so maybe some of us might need to do some portal work or some mirror work, speaking affirmations to clear or to help free our minds so that we can, make the most of this space time that we're in. All right. And we have, mortality. Okay. So mortality, and this is giving me big Scorp vibes, but transformative vibes. Okay. All right. So since I'm a stickler, or not a stickler, since I like language, we're going to try to say this. Forgive me if I butcher it. But Owuo Atwidi. And that's the ladder of death. We are only on earth for a short time. This symbol suggests living a good life for the next life. I think that is self-explanatory. Making the most of our time, being present, because we can get stuck in what happened, how we could have had this to do this, how we should have did this to do that. But at the end of the day, we're right here, we're right now. We're right here and we're right now. Everything that's happening is right now, like right now, like right now, like right now, like right now. And no, I'm not glitching, but I'm just showing you that now is just this moment right here. Those 4 nows that I said, or the 5 nows that I said ago, are just that fast, the past. And I can get stuck in, I was stuttering. Or I can go forth and say what the hell I had to say. Or in our case, we can go forth and do what the hell it is that we came here to do, because most times we are our worst enemy. Okay. And I have a yes or no question. If you have a yes or no question, ask it for yourself right now. Ooh. Came out quick. Don't count on it. Not likely. I don't know if y'all can see that. Don't count on it. Not likely. These are my 8-ball questions that I made. Okay. So if you have a yes or no question in regards to something that is constraining your mind, here are your answers. Okay. I hope this again found you in a positive space, in a positive place. And until next time,